Let me show you the best chicken pie recipe that is very easy to make. Hello beautiful people, you all are welcome to my channel. So let's get started. We'll start by making our dough first. And for our dough, I have my flour. I've sieved my flour already. I have baking powder, flavor, egg, salt, sugar and water, and I'll be using margarine too, and this is the margarine I'm using. So the first thing I'll be doing is to combine all my ingredients together. So I had my salt, my sugar, and right now my baking powder is also going in. Then after that I'll mix that together. Then the next thing I'll be adding now is my flavor. So once I add my flavor, I'm going to mix that together. Then I'll add my egg. So after I'm adding my egg, I'll mix the egg in to combine everything together. Then once that is set, I'm going to go ahead and add my margarine. I'll also be leaving the list of the ingredients I use and their measurements in the description box so that you can check it out. After adding my margarine, then I'll go ahead and mix my margarine in very well. You mix your margarine and your flour, everything together till it forms like a breadcrumb. Then you start adding your water bit by bit and you keep on kneading this together. You can decide to transfer this on your work surface and knead, or you knead it inside the bowl just as I do. So once your dough is ready, you wrap this up with your cling film and put it in the fridge and set it aside. Moving on, I'll be making my filling, and for my filling I'll be using some chicken. So I debone this chicken, then I use my food processor to blend it, or you can use your blender. So I also have some additional chicken. I cut that into bite size. It's actually optional. So I have my carrots cut already, and this is my Irish potato. I've cut and diced it already. So I have my bell pepper, the green bell pepper, my spring onions, habanero pepper for a little bit of heat, and it's optional if you don't want. I have some vegetable oil that I'll be using. The first thing I'll be doing is to boil my Irish potato. So I had that to pot and I had some water. I'm going to cook this for some minutes. So this is my Irish potato is ready. So the next thing I'll be doing is to heat up some oil in my pot, then add my spring onions, and I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken. So I'm going to add the chicken, then allow this to cook. So I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook. So this is what I have. The chicken has been cooking. So the next thing that I'll be adding back now is my Irish potato. So after adding my Irish potato, I'm just going to stir that together to stir it in. Then I'll introduce my carrots to this. So this is my carrot that I'm adding. Then you stir that together again. Next, I'm going to introduce my habanero pepper. I'm going to mix this together. Then I'm going to go ahead and season it. I had my season and my salt and some curry powder. So I mix everything together. Then I'm going to cover this, allow this to cook for a few more minutes. Few minutes later, this is what I have. I had my green bell pepper, and I also go ahead and add my thickener. I made my thickener with corn flour and water. So I had that in. Then I'm going to mix everything together. And our filling is ready. So the last thing I'll just be adding after I turn off the heat is my spring onions. So I'm just going to add my spring onions just to garnish it, and that's all. So this is my filling is ready, and it's so lovely and so delicious. So the next thing is to bring out my dough, and I'll start to cut it and put in my filling. I'm going to go ahead and cut my dough little by little. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on my work surface, then I'm going to roll this out. So I'm just going to roll it a little bit, not too thin and not too thick, so just moderate. So after I finish rolling it, the next thing I will be using my cutter, and this is the type of cutter I'm using for my chicken pie. So I'm just going to make sure that I place my dough very well on my cutter before adding my filling, and I'm just going to add my filling to just one side, and I'm not going to overfill this because if you overfill it, it's likely to burst out. So then I'm just going to use ordinary water to brush the edges just to seal it very well, and then I'm going to close this and remove the excess from the cutter, and this is it. This is my chicken pie is ready, and you can see the outcome. I'm just going to repeat the same process over and over again for the rest of the dough. So if you watch this video up to this level, I want to say a very big thank you. And please, if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to this channel, because on this channel I share amazing recipe that you are definitely going to love. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell after you subscribe, so that when next I drop a new video, you will be notified. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share and leave some comments in the comment section. So this is what I have after cutting it. So I'm just using my knife to give it a little bit of mark for the heat to come out. So the next thing, I'm going to egg wash it. So I'm just egg washing it before placing it inside the oven. Then once that is done, I'm going to place this in the oven and bake. After baking my chicken pie, this is what I have. Look at how lovely the chicken pie came out. Will you be trying this recipe? Let me know in the comment section. My beautiful people, till I come your way in my next video, keep believing in yourself. And thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.